What is up, guys? It's Angry Broner here, giving you another series. As I said, I will be doing something with music, and for this episode, I'll be doing a variety of music. But for this one, this will be a special J Rock episode. J Rock is obviously Japanese rock. And I'll be talking about three bands today. One, which is my all-time favorite band, Dir En Grey. My second will be the Gazette and their new album Division. And the third one will be One OK Rock and their new PV single, The Beginning or New Beginning. Sorry if I fucked that up. I think it's The Beginning, but I could be wrong. So we're gonna just talk about Dir En Grey real quick because it's nothing too big. Um, they're back basically. If you don't know, they had to cancel their last portion of their U.S. tour due to Kyo needing surgery, which it's almost unsurprising seeing what Kyo does with his voice. It's fucking ridiculous. I haven't heard anything like that, especially on Doom Sparrow. I haven't heard range like that in never. That's why they became one of my favorite bands, even though I love their whole discography. There we go. That's the word. I've listened to every album, all their EPs, and singles, everything, and everything's amazing. Every album is different. So here's the news. He's, I guess, recovered because they are releasing a new single, Rinkaku, winter 2012. So I would suppose sometime around December, more than likely. December, they're also making their first, or the first tour back is was what I'm trying to say. The first show was announced to be on Christmas, December 25th, but then they added more dates. So this will be Japan only, I think, or at least the surrounding countries there. So sorry, U.S., Europe, and all those other countries. I want to see them. I want to see them badly, but it's not gonna happen for a while, I guess. So basically, I just want to talk about Rinkaku quickly. During the new trailer for Dir En Grey they released, it said the continuation of that scary dream, Doom Sparrow. What makes me to believe that Rinkaku will sound similar to the songs on Doom Sparrow, the singles, more than likely, which also makes me believe that the rest of whenever they release their ninth album, will be almost like a Doom Sparrow Part 2, which can, some people didn't like it, some people loved it. Well, I say majority people loved it. Dir En Grey is basic. The reason why so many people do not like them, or I wouldn't say so many, but there are people that don't like them as much anymore, is because their music isn't as accessible as it was before. Before it was more straightforward, more simple, and easier to grasp. Now it's fucking chaotic and destructive and dark, and I think that started more with Marrow of the Bone was definitely one of the albums that started that, I believe. I could be completely wrong, but Ouroboros was definitely the big step for Dir En Grey in my opinion, when they really started getting heavy and diversing and branching out. And Doom Sparrow just 100 times that. It was just the most heaviest album I ever heard, but it was also some of the most cleanest vocals and beautiful singing vocals I've ever heard as well, which is in a combination you get very much. So that's basically it. If it is a Doom Sparrow Part 2, I'm excited. That's one of my favorite albums all time. So we'll just have to see. Second, I just listened to the previews for Gazette's new album Division, which comes out August 20 something. I can't remember. I'm bad with memory. And this, from what I can grasp from the previews, is not much to get from. The four songs I'm looking forward to the most are obviously the two singles, Derangement and Ibitsu. And from what I can grasp from the previews, the ones that got my attention the most was Hedoro, I believe, and Attitude. Those two songs really stood out for me, and I'm excited for this album. This album almost seems like a combination of, has elements from every Gazette album or album. More from Dim and Toxic. It's very similar to Toxic, but also at the same time really is, and it gets elements from, like I said, Dim. To be honest, I can't really think because I'm not too familiar with their other three albums, Stacked Rubbish, Neo, and Disorder. I can't really remember the songs from it, but I've heard the albums throughout. I listened to the whole album, and I can definitely hear some elements from those three albums into this one. So from what I can grasp from the previous, it seems almost that Gazette is basically combining a lot of their sounds they've ever done and just gonna make a fucking crazy ass album. I'm excited for it. Out of the four songs I said, I think my favorite would probably be Attitude. It was just like in your face, which is some of the Gazette's best songs. I love Invisible Wall, There's fucking so many. I can't really pronounce some of the Japanese names, but I would say Invisible Wall is one of my favorite songs, and I hope there's a song similar to that, but I don't know. There's not many songs that could top that. So yeah, I'm excited for Division. I'm hoping that they sell it at an American store because I don't know how else I'm gonna get it. So, Doom Sparrow Sparrowless. So I bought that one. So yeah, last but not least is One OK Rock, which out of my whole J Rock library is probably the most accessible, but it's also one of my favorite. And I would have to say, even if Dir En Grey is my favorite, they're my favorite artists all time. Just putting it that way. But even if they're my favorite J Rock, I believe that One OK Rock is. I wouldn't say they're more talented, but they're probably way more fun to watch live than Dir En Grey is. For a fact that One OK Rock's songs are so uplifting, upbeat, and just it's a combination of fucking orgasms is the best way to say it. Listening to their songs, a lot of their songs seem to be about relationships, which is cool. But they're not like any pussy shit. Excuse my French. They're actually pretty like in your face, like, you know, fucking mosh, jump around and shit. Like going to one of the concerts, I would assume is one of the most fun experiences you can have. I mean, the music is catchy as hell. Like even if it's in Japanese, you could probably sing along to it. That's how catchy it is. And I love the transitions between English and Japanese from this band. I think they're one of the better bands that do it. And besides the fact that they're one of the fewer bands that could pronounce English very well. So kudos to them. Very good band. I recommend checking that out. I'll leave links to the new trailer for Dir En Grey, the album preview thingy for Gazette, and One OK Rock's new PV, The Beginning. One OK Rock's last album, Zakio References, is also on top of there. One of my favorite albums all time. So I'm expecting a lot from this band in the future, especially with this next album. And that's basically about it for music. I would definitely recommend checking out these three bands, especially if you don't listen to rock in general or at least Japanese, because in my opinion, I love Japanese rock more than bands from America and Europe, and that's saying something because I've always listened to that until recently. Well, recently as in 2 years, but you get my point. So yeah, check them out. Leave links in the description just in case someone wants to check it out. And I am out of here. See you guys later.